Some people will not stop spreading lies about the 2020 election. Now, what am I talking about? Well, Rudy Giuliani just lost his WABC radio show because he's still talking and spreading lies about the 2020 election. We are months away from 2024, and they're still hooked on 2020. But WABC finally said, enough, Rudy. We're done. We're done listening to you spread lies about the 2020 election. You violated our policies, and you're done. Well, Rudy came out with a statement saying that they're violating his First Amendment right to free speech. And, well, if it was a company policy, it must have been violated so many times that it didn't really matter anyway. Well, Rudy, it doesn't matter how many times you break that policy. If you break it enough and your boss decides to finally enforce consequences, that policy still matters. You are not exempt from those consequences just because you got away with something a few times. As for your First Amendment rights, you were an attorney, and at one point a highly respected attorney. You've now had your law license suspended because of all your actions surrounding the 2020 election. But you were a respected attorney, and you don't understand that freedom of speech only protects you from actions of the government, not the consequences of a private employer. Those are two entirely different things. That is in part why when I make my videos, if I'm doing it like on my lunch break, I don't wear my company uniform. I don't wear a company logo. I don't wear a name tag. There is nothing in my video that will identify me as working for my company. There is not, I keep their building out of the frame, everything. Because that way they can't come back and say, well, you violated this policy or that policy, we have to let you go. You are an attorney. You should know that. I'm not an attorney. But I know that. So why don't you? Oh, that's right, because you don't actually care about what the law is. You just think the Trump supporters who you're trying to grift, just like your boss, Donald Trump, aren't going to know the difference. And if you say the right buzzwords, you're going to get them to donate some money and maybe bail you out from this bankruptcy and this $148 million judgment. Rudy, you're going to spend the rest of your days broke and probably in a jail cell. So, enjoy the consequences of your actions.